I chose to get an associate in arts degree because growing up, I was always told that I was limited. You know, my father was one of the biggest proponents in saying I would never do it. I never finished anything that I started. And so part of it wanted to prove him wrong, but another part of it wanted it to be that I was more than just a stay-at-home mom and housewife. I wanted there to be something said about me when it comes to the end of my lifetime that I accomplished so much. And being a stay-at-home mom and a wife is very honorable, and I love every minute that I'm able to do it. But there's also a part of me as my children have grown up, I want to just do something more with my life, and this has provided me a wonderful way to accomplish so much. Growing up, my dad was always, if you graduate, if you finish this, if you finish that. So there was always that critic running commentary in my head. But when I began here, it was a little rough when I first took that step. For me, I had to deal with, I have a special needs daughter. And so a lot of my care and being at home with her has a lot to do with her condition that she has. She has epilepsy and autism. So between all of these things that I have to go through and the moments that I've had with my father, it culminated. I began classes in 2020, and then in 2021, late 2021, I got a phone call that my father was in the hospital. And subsequently, he passed away in October of 2021. And when he passed, it was a very big blow to me because he was everything. He was the center of my world. And so when I was in the middle of these classes and I bottomed out. And so I had to stop and pick myself back up, dust myself off, and I started again and Trident was there when I was ready. And I didn't look back after that. I just kept going. I learned that I could do the hard things. I learned that math is not my enemy. But I also learned that I doubted myself a lot more than I should have. That I am capable of learning and growing and making changes necessary for the life that I want to eventually have. And it all culminated into what I've achieved so far here at Trident Tech. And I'm really proud of the things that I've achieved here. My children inspired me because I have two daughters, and growing up in this day and age, it's difficult for women to be taken seriously, even still, after so many years of us trying to rise above and be recognized for the things that we've accomplished and the things that we do. But I wanted them to see that if you just take that first step, it's so worth it. To be able to put yourself out there and say, this is what I want to do with my life, and I'm going to achieve great things and break the glass ceiling is anything that I've ever wanted for my children. Anything that I want for any little girl growing up or any woman that is my age or even older to be able to accomplish great things. I want to go into teaching secondary education for high school. So from grades 9 through 12, I'm going to have these kids that are wanting to know more about their world, wanting to have somebody who's going to believe in them. They're going to want to find a teacher that really makes learning fun for them. And I really hope that I'm going to be that teacher for them. And I want to make learning fun. And so I really hope that in the next 5 years, that does see me in my own classroom teaching social studies. And I'm also hoping that I'm going to continue going on with my education, with my master's degree, and then eventually my doctorate. Graduation means to me that it's something that I was told I would never do. I barely squeaked by in high school, and being here at the age that I'm at, and at the lifetime that I've had devoted to my family, And finally finding this time to carve out for myself and to do the things that I've wanted to do is phenomenal. Graduation is not an ending point for my career as a student, but it is a beginning point for my life, for what I want to achieve afterwards.